This is the most dangerous time in the history of our country, and Joe Biden is leading us into oblivion. He's leading us into oblivion. You know, we all smile when he falls downstairs and things.
When it comes to Donald Trump versus me, just look at us. Who seems to be in shape? Who's able to move around?
And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of CobraCast IRL. I am your host, Jeremy, and I hope you're all having a great day. We got a lot to talk about. I'm sorry that I'm starting so late. It's been a long day. It's been my birthday. I've done 2 streams already today, and here we are on the third one, just like I told all of you. People's like, what are you going to do for your birthday? I'm going to work because that's what I do. And it's been a fun day between the January 6th stuff, between all of the drama on Twitter that we're going through right now. Finally, we are working on Rumble as well. So we got that rolling, and I'm excited, and I hope you're all excited. There is a lot to cover, but who's in the chat right now? And thank you for the happy birthdays. I appreciate you guys. It's been fun. The channel's doing good. All the streams have been doing good. We had Tuesday night's main event last night, and that was just rocking and rolling. We had the political stream today, which hit a record, biggest viewership we've had on that stream. So that was awesome. So thank you once again for that. And then we had Fortnite earlier tonight on the main Geeks and Gamers channel and my Twitch channel, D-Day Cobra. So but I did have a little bit of drama happen on Twitter, which I'm going to discuss in detail. And I've got some updates on that story as well. So I'll wait a little bit before we get really into that. But how's everybody doing? I see you, chat. I see you, Snake Pit. And Snake Pit, I got a little update for you. And we're going to come on out hot. We're coming out hot from the start on this one. I'm not going to leave you hanging on this. I'm not going to take a lot of your time and tease it or whatever. We have brand new artwork for the Snake Pit. We have brand new artwork, and I'm going to show all of you right now. And very soon, Krista Nova will have these emojis in the chat. So get ready. Are you ready? Chat, I just need to know, do you want to see the new Snake Pit artwork that is going to be directly representing our chat here at CobraCast, D-Day Cobra? Are you guys ready? Let me know. I need to see a bunch of yeses in the chat before we get rolling on that. I'm trying to pull up my stream really quick here. There I am. Okay, you guys ready to see it? I see you, chat. Okay. All right, here we go. This is the newest artwork from Xevious. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. Tell me that ain't sexy as hell. All right. That is awesome right there. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want that on a shirt or a hat or some emojis and all of that? Like, that is badass. So Xevious stepping up once again with some badass artwork. That is cool as hell. So Snake Pit, rise up. Cobra Crew in the house. Yes. He asked me, he's like, what do you want the font to look like? You know, he's like, do you want Venom or do you want it to be like a Chrome? I was like, I think Venom works really good. I think the Venom font is actually awesome. So that is for all of you, because I really do appreciate all of you. And I hope you all are enjoying this show that you all have helped create. I'm just part of it, just like all of you. And it's been a blessing to be part of. So I see Joe C says that's a friggin' awesome logo. It is pretty cool. So shout out to Zevius. He did great work on that. Really happy, really happy. And it's good stuff. All right. So more of that. And I think we have one. Hang on. I think there's one more. Oh yeah, here we go. And then this one, we got this background, same logo, different background. There we go. So whichever one you prefer, obviously good to go. But I think that is awesome, dude. I think that is super badass. So I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. Top J, I like that. That's pretty good. So there you go. You like it? You like it? Okay. All right. You guys are digging it. So I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying that. All right. So today was interesting. Started out with our political stream, and we hit 1,800 viewers, which is a record. Then I'd uploaded an Elon Musk video yesterday here on D-Day Cobra, and it got about 20,000 views overnight. And then it just started taking off this morning, and it's gotten over 200,000 views today. So that was badass. That was really cool. And so we had the political stream. I had this, this video take off and start going crazy. And then Twitter happened. Oh yes, good old Twitter happened. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, I need to tweet this link out. So if you guys can bear with me for just a brief moment, so I can get this link out to Twitter, because I think Twitter would want to know that I'm live. If I can, there we go. All right, let me turn that down. Okay, so let's get this Twitter link. Okay, and let's send this out on Twitter so everybody knows we're live. And then I'm going to tell you about my day. All right, there we go. CobraCast is live. CobraCast is live. Boom. The tweet has been sent out, and now I changed my old account, my old D-Day Cobra account, to CobraCast. So that's the handle is at CobraCast. So there you go. All right. So now we're tweeted out. We're ready to go. All right. So, today on Twitter was interesting. I see you guys. Alexander with the $9.99 Snake Pit. Put a 1 in the chat if you love this country. Let's go. Alexander is calling upon the Snake Pit. Okay? He's calling upon the Snake Pit right now to put a 1 in the chat if you love this country. That's awesome. Angry Joe for Beard of Shame. We're going to talk about that. We also got a 5 from Ray Drake. The government is an illegitimate and irreparably, can't even say that word, corrupt entity run by criminals. Voting will never change that. Happy birthday. By the way, this I command. Good old Sapintor quote right there. I see a lot of 1s in the chat right there. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. All right. So Twitter, let's go ahead. Let me pull my Twitter up. And let's go ahead and I'm just going to go through the timeline, and we're just going to have to discuss it, because there's a lot to discuss here. There's a lot to discuss. And let me see if I can get to the start of it. So the start of this was a situation with Young Ripa and my friend Young Ripa, Eric July, my co-host on Tuesday Night's Main Event, and Angry Joe. And this all started with them. And it all started because Angry Joe took a few tweets from people that I know. And he decided that he was going to put them on blast. So let me see if I can find the actual thing that started this whole party. And it kind of spiraled from there. So, okay, here's the first tweet that started this right here. I think we're just going to do entire screen. I think that's going to work better. All right, so we're going to share the entire screen. Okay. Now we'll do Chrome tab. We're not going to share audio. Bam. Okay, so this is what started everything. All right. And thank you for the super chat from Brock Brocatron. Remember this guy who broke that glass, broke the glass that Babbitt tried to go through? He came from behind the police line with the Capitol. I believe he hasn't been arrested. I don't believe he has either. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that for sure. All right. So what started all of this is Angry Joe, and he says, racist. April O'Neil is white and not black. I'm tired of being replaced. This is BS. Woke, woke, woke. Not racist. Weirdos. I don't care that she's black. But why isn't this 12-year-old hot and sexy instead of ugly and fat? Can't wank. Rest of us, who the fuck cares? Is it a good movie? So that's what started it. Now, within this, you see this is from Gabe El Taib. This is Eric July. So Gabe is quote tweeting Eric, and this is in this, along with other people like the awesome Melanie Mack, who we all know and love. There is Shane from Comicsgate. There is Avatar Politico. I'm not familiar with that one. So Angry Joe puts those tweets in this thread. Now, let's start with what he says the beginning. He calls people either racist, or he says that they are attracted to underage children. Those are the only two options. Everyone else is just normal with the rest of us right there. And he put a lot of names within that, which I think is a huge problem, and consequences come with those actions when you screenshot people's tweets and then put heavy implications that they might be this or that. Very serious accusations that goes with that. Now, I know that the common theme here is that usually this is just something that is okay. You can just get away with it because you're not used to people confronting you. The problem is that's not really who Eric July is. He's going to confront you. This is why me and Eric get along really good, because I have the same mentality. I remember a few years ago, I said the same thing to a Star Wars channel, Star Wars Explained. My video got age restricted because I literally said the same exact thing in that video. I said, someday we're going to come face to face at a convention. You're going to have to answer to me. You're not going to be able to hide behind your keyboard. You're not going to be able to hide behind your subscribers. You are going to have to answer to me for what you have said and how you have treated me. And that video got age restricted. And I was really worried it was going to get my channel in trouble, even though I specified I'm not saying that I'm doing anything violent. I'm just saying that a confrontation will happen. Ripa is just like that. So Ripa made a video basically saying just that. And then Angry Joe responded. Now, let me see if I can find all of those responses. Yes. Okay. So, so here's Angry Joe's response. This is Ripa's tweet. And then Angry Joe says, I think you need to apologize for popping off and having your fans come at me. I wasn't talking to you. You were only shown because some moron had quote tweeted your tweet. None of what I said applied to you. It's weird that you think it did. It's your energy that needs to change. And so he's basically saying I was talking about Gabe El Taib. I wasn't talking about Ripa. Ripa says, I'm not apologizing for shit. You put it in the post. It's still up, and you included me. If you're excluding me and didn't mean it, you go retract the post and add and clarify. Gabe isn't a moron, by the way. Stop with this ho shit, though. Words to think I did. Your post includes me. If it's a mistake, say that, but don't act like it's some irrational position. And it kind of kept going from there. So you see Angry Joe say, this, and then Ripa responds, yada, yada, yada. They kind of go back and forth. All right. So how do I get involved in this? Well, I just quote tweeted Angry Joe. So right here, I quote tweeted and I says, haha, Joe playing the victim classic. This is a classic meme that we use where it's, hey, I'm going to throw opinions over to the internet. But the moment that the internet returns those opinions, I'm the victim. It's a classic feminist meme. And I mean, you see, it's got 2,000 likes. So I've pretty much ratioed him on that, I think. What was this one? Okay, so 2,100 and I got 1,900. So then Joe eventually responds to me somewhere, and I can't remember where. I know that I responded to him yesterday as well. And I think it got a lot of traction. Let me go to my replies. So that's how it is on the internet, and I'm trying to find it right now. So right here, I got a lot of happy birthday stuff, so got to scroll through all of that. So right here is Angry Joe's initial tweet. Okay. And I responded with this. What's the magic word to get what you want? Racist. You know, it used to be please. Now the magic word is racist. So I responded there. Just basically, you know, responding with memes. So whatever, all good, right? Just responding with memes because that's what we do on the internet. So today, Joe finally responded to me. Now, right here, I think I quote tweeted him here too. So he says, "Oh, I see what's going on here. Is he?" Now he's talking about Ripa, not me, by the way. He's talking about Ripa. He says, "Oh, I see what's going on here. Is he and his crowd right-leaning or like MAGA conservatives? What with the libtard stuff? I have plenty of conservative views. This all of a sudden makes more sense, though. Check. Thanks, man. Hey, are you all voting for Trump this second go around with a laughing emoji?" And so I basically like quote tweeted that. And I'm like, bro, I was like, Angry Joe brings Trump into it and seems to think Eric July is MAGA. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Like they always have to bring Trump into it. They always have to. So he responded and he says, why can't I ask my alt-right leaning passionate culture world pundit and potentially Eric July about who he may vote for? I find you guys fascinating screaming about the culture war stuff, and I want to know Trump or DeSantis. What do you think will stop all this woke nonsense? Now, keep in mind, I got 93 likes when he responded to me. This is Angry fucking Joe. I said, you're more obsessed with Trump than me, and that's saying something. Seek help. TDS broke you. Also, you didn't simply ask anything. You assumed and labeled people without getting a reply. It's a common problem from people with TDS. And then I said, my favorite part of your meltdown was the point blank admitted that you don't know anything about Gabe El Taib, yet you still decided to label him a potential racist. And I said, people like you are fucked. It's really weird. So he responded to me. And I'm trying to find, right here. So now let me show you why he responded to me. And I see you, Gary. I see you, brother. I love you, brother. No homo. I love you. I see you, Jay. I see you. So he responded. Now, let me tell you what he's doing right here. Okay. This is an opportunity. Joe has been ratioed multiple times by me and Ripa. Okay. Multiple times he's been ratioed. So this was his opportunity to signal to his audience that I'm a Trump supporter now. Oh, guys, look, he's a MAGA guy. He's an alt-right guy. He's this crazy Trump supporter. We've got to crush him. That's what this quote tweet was for. So he says, wait, you're obsessed with Trump? Then why would you give anyone shit for asking Trump-related questions? Oh, God, here we go. TDS defense. Y'all are so predictable. I labeled racist, and weirdos. You and Eric jumped in the way of that bullet because you want to get outraged. So let's back up. I said, why are you assuming that Eric July is a Trump supporter when he's clearly not? And just the slightest bit of research would allow you to know this, okay? So just because I'm a Trump supporter doesn't mean that all of my friends are Trump supporters, okay? So I'm allowed to go, bro, why are you bringing Trump into this? It has nothing to do with Trump. We're talking about the fucking Ninja Turtles. We're talking about the fucking Ninja Turtles, and you're bringing Trump into it. So that's why I said you're more obsessed with Trump than I am. And that says a lot. By the way, Shadiversity's here. What's up, bro? My Friday Night Tights crew is here. So yes. So I'm like, bro, you're more obsessed with him than I am. So he does this to signal. This was Joe's chance. He was like, I got to quote tweet him and point out he's a Trump supporter. This will really get the support for me. So then I responded. Ratio the fuck out of him. I said, all I had to do was mention that I'm a Trump supporter, and it made you quote tweet me so that you could virtue signal. I know it's shocking for you to realize that some people don't agree politically and still remain friends. I don't define people simply on who they voted for. Seriously, get some help. Double ratioed him. This is the Angry fucking Joe. And I'm just Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. And I'm ratioing the fuck out of this YouTube legend. Okay? And then I said, and oh yeah, hashtag Trump 2024. Because you're never going to shame me for my support for Donald Trump. Never. Now, that continues. Okay, so he says this. And then I just quote tweet says this man is completely broken. It continued on, but he didn't actually. Then he tweets this one out. Any of you genuinely want to explain and help me understand why April O'Neil can't be black in her 7th iteration? D-Day Cobra, Eric July. Just tell me why, straight up, so we all understand instead of taking it personal when I call out weirdos who don't throw fits when this happens. I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think my answer is some of my best work in a long time. And I took my time to type it out because I'm like, I'm about to annihilate you with actual depth and knowledge and just details. Okay. I'm going to annihilate you because you're now playing games. You're playing games. So my response, I said, it's something we have covered as individuals many times on our channels and giving our perspectives. It's not as simple as April can't be black. We have seen a consistent effort to tokenize established white characters by changing their race, gender, and sexual orientation in the name of diversity and representation from Hollywood. It's not only disrespectful to the already established characters, it's also disrespectful to the race and gender of the people that they claim that they want to be represented. Stop thinking that black people need a white person's hand-me-down character. Give black people or all non-white characters respectable characters and build them from the ground up, like ISOM. It takes time and hard work. Establishing something takes time. For some reason, Hollywood doesn't seem to think black people deserve their own characters, and it's fucking bullshit. Blade is one of the greatest comic book films ever made, and it's widely ignored these days. So this is a lot deeper than character can't be black. Nobody thinks that at all. And as much as you and I disagree on a lot of things, at least I'll give you credit for asking questions. Sip of water for the working man. That was a lot of reading. So then you see my response. I've already ratioed him again, okay? And then this fat clown comes in, Vito. And look, when I say Vito's fat, I just want you all to understand, I mean it in the most disrespectful way possible. He is fat. He has not seen his penis in a long time. And that is a tragedy. It's a tragedy that I will laugh at till the end of time. He is fat, he is ugly, he is unattractive, and there ain't a single fucking woman on the planet that will touch him. So Vito tries to come in here and say, like ISOM, ha, 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 ha. So I said, yes, like ISOM. ISOM is a character that was created from the ground up with his own identity and personality. He's not reliant upon a white character building a foundation for him to hijack. That's why he will ultimately become an iconic character in time. It won't happen overnight because it never does. It takes time to develop a passionate fan base and a story arc that people are invested in. Now go fuck yourself since no one else will. And then he comes back and he's like, what does he say? See, he got buried so much I can't even find his fucking replies because that's how much of a fucking loser he is. I don't even know where his fucking replies are. Here he goes. It's crazy that you see now this is the thing, okay? These motherfuckers seem to think that talking shit is going to hurt our feelings. Gary, who's my brother, talks more shit about me than any fucking body that hates me to my face because that's how men are. Men talk shit and we don't give a fuck about these little bullshit insults. You can't hurt us. Okay, so he says, it's crazy that you guys pretend to be media critics when your buddy shits out a 6 out of 10 comic and you have to pretend he's the next Stan Lee. And I said, I'm not a media critic. I'm just a random guy that turns a camera on and talks. Luckily, a few people listen. I'm not as important as you think I am. And he goes, you critique media professionally. You're a media critic. Again, I am not as important as you think I am. There's literally nothing about me that's professional. So this dude, like, thinks that these things are hurting me. Like, bro, you're nothing, okay? So, like, just a clown, just an absolute clown beyond belief. A fat clown at that. A very, very fat, ugly clown. And I just want to put emphasis on the fat and ugly part. But I then quote tweeted Joe. And I said, hey, maybe Angry Joe will come on Tuesday night's main event next week for a good, fun discussion about all of this. And that is where we have an update, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not going to go too far into the update. I see you, Hayden. Thank you, bro. And I appreciate all the super chats, guys. I will get to those. So I'm not going to go into detail. I will just say that I have had private discussions now with Joe. And I won't go into the details of what those are because I respect private conversations. He's been very respectful to me. I'm being respectful back. And so at this point in time, we're just going to see how that evolves and what can come of that. Because ultimately, Joe's been around for a long time. I've watched Joe for a long time. I haven't watched him in years just because a difference of how he approaches things now. But he's been in the game a long time. I respect that. I respect him from that perspective. And we are having a conversation now in private messages. And we'll see. Again, I don't want to put any details out there about that because, you know, that conversation is private at this point in time. If he decides to air that, then I will certainly you know, deal with it in my own way. But everything I've sent him, I would send publicly because I don't know what he's really being cool with me privately and I'm being cool back. But everything I send on the internet, I send it with the intent that someone can screenshot everything I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. So anyway, we will see what happens. Okay. But I do appreciate him reaching out to me privately. And he was respectful. I'm respectful back. And we're going to see what goes on with that. But I would love to have him on Tuesday night's main event. And I will publicly say what I said privately in terms of like, I give my word. If you're here to have a good conversation, my expectation is not to change anyone's mind. I would never expect to change anyone's mind. I would like for you to hear my perspective. You can hear Eric's perspective and we can hear your perspective. And hopefully what my expectation would be was that we're not going to agree when it's all said and done, but at least we can understand where each other's coming from and shake hands and walk away and make you understand why we're so upset at the labels, the unnecessary labels, and why we don't think that April O'Neil should be a black character and why we think Hollywood is tokenizing and ruining all of these properties. So that's the latest update right there. And time will tell. Time will tell. So I hope you all are doing well. We got a lot of people here. It's 1:30. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I now don't take medicine. I've got a headache from all the streaming I've been doing. I had to take ibuprofen. I hate medication, so I never take medicine. Usually my head has been hurting all day long. So I've been streaming like a madman. And it's been a busy day, but it's nice to close out the night with all of you. We had a banger main event last night. Seriously, that might be the best episode of main event we've ever had. Great stuff, man. So really awesome. I'm not going to be taking any of the George Floyd medicine. Not going to happen. But ultimately we're going to see what happens with this. It's shocking to me that I'm even talking to Angry Joe. And I told him that in private. I was like, bro, I'm not going to back down from any fucking thing I'm saying, but it is cool. Like, it's crazy to me that I'm talking to you. And I was like, but I think there's an opportunity here to understand where each other's coming from. And maybe we can do that. So we'll see. We'll see. Swig of water for the working man. Oh man. I know a lot of you were like, FNT. I will be on FNT. I'll be on FNT. Don't worry. Hayden for Hundy, just dipping in for a minute to say happy birthday, Jeremy. Here's to another year. Also, I echo Gary. Gay. Much love, brother. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, brother. Why are you here, lady? Why are you here?
Oh, hi. What's up, Snake Pit? Hello. I'm here to grab something for someone.
Okay. All right. Bye, Steph. Yes, and Hailstorm's backstage. We got Hollywood Scholar backstage. They're not attractive enough to say hey, so fuck them both. Fuck them. But they're backstage helping out. So if everyone want to say hello to them as well. And okay, now we got some stuff to get to, guys, but I want to read a couple super chats. There's big news to get to. As a matter of fact, like Jay Hellstrom just sent me a clip, and oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But let me read a couple of these soups real quick. We've got, Flocky the Mad says, Chris Benoit killed it being a dad and a husband. Oh, no. Oh, man. Bird Up says, Corn Pop for $2. Unapologetic Gamer for $5. Can we just go ahead and give Angry Joe the beard of shame? I'm gonna take, like, from my perspective, I think right now I think we should hold off on that personally, just because he's talking to me privately. There's one thing I can say that Joe has done at this point in time that Jack Murphy never did. Jack Murphy blocked me like a bitch. All right. Jack Murphy blocked me like the beta bitch that he is. All right. And Joe private messaged me. So right now I can't go there. I can't go there personally. So, because Jack Murphy, he's the standard. Jack Murphy blocked me like the beta bitch he is. I do like that one, Gamer Word. Vito for beard of shame. Absolutely. Although what that really is, like, when you're that fat and ugly, I don't even know if the beard of shame, like Vito already has the body of shame, the existence of shame. You know what I mean? Maybe we should invent a new shame. Maybe we should take a clip of Vito's body and just put Vito's body on whoever is getting the shame that night. That's probably worse than the fucking beard of shame at this point in time. Anyway, let me see. Bird Up says Cobra, la 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 la. Riot, Ray Drake. Oh, I got that one. Venom Kaitsu says Angry Joe equals beard of shame. Let's see. What up, Gabe? Jeremy, have you seen the Blackening movie trailer? Looks like something from the 90s. It's funny. Reminds me of the Wayans brothers. No woke. I'll have to check that out. Drunk 3PO. Sorry, I missed Fortnite. Beard of shame for me. Oh, man. Not you, Jay. You're doing too good, buddy. I see you, Thomas Gilkey. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for making it safe to be a geek again. Much love back to you, brother. All right, I got to show you guys this clip, okay? What has been my beef with people on the conservative side? My beef has been, what did I say the other night? What did I say? When Steven Crowder was asked about Trump and DeSantis, what did I say? He rode the fence. I'd vote for both those guys. No, motherfucker. We're voting for Trump. Trump is the fucking answer. I've said it over and over again. DeSantis is great. DeSantis is awesome. We love Ron DeSantis. He's the best governor in the fucking country. No doubt about it. And he will be a great president. Trump is the fucking answer. Stop being a bitch and answer the question. Okay? Haven't I said that? Okay. Well, we have an interview with one Kari Lake, and we're going to watch it right now. And this is how you answer the fucking question right here.
Do this straw poll. They did a straw poll at CPAC, and they say, who would you pick for president? And President Trump won resoundingly. Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida from this state right here, came in second. But when they say the vice president, they say, who is the vice president? They didn't say under Trump. They say the vice presidential pick. Who would it be? You won. What are your thoughts on the two of them, Trump and or DeSantis? You want to weigh in on that?
Sure. I mean, you know where I stand. I am not only a friend of President Trump's, but as an American, as a mom, I loved him as president. And boy, do we need him back in the White House ASAP, right away. I think Ron DeSantis has been an effective governor. There's no doubt about that. And the people of Florida just reelected him. I'm assuming when they reelected him, they were hoping he'd stay around for a while. So, I mean, I guess he's in his 40s. He's about 10 years younger than me. He's got a long political future ahead of him. And I think he should respect that the people just voted him in as governor and serve out that term for the people of Florida. And then he could obviously run for president. But this is President Trump's turn. And frankly, I know for a fact, I
love this woman so fucking much. This is exactly the answer every single person, when faced with this shit, should be giving if you don't want to see the Democrats in power.
Trump can get in there on day one, start to turn things around. He understands what's happening on the world stage. I trust that he can stop this fast roll toward World War III. And we haven't seen Ron DeSantis on the world stage yet. And you know, some of the people that are surrounding him are kind of the type of people that were pushing for war, that were pushing for the endless wars. So I really like the America First policies of President Trump. I trust that he can get us on the right footing on the world stage. And I know for a fact he can get in there and get down to business and get things done immediately.
You know,
it's such an easy answer. It's such an easy answer. Shout out to Jay Hailstorm for sending me that clip. I love that woman, man. She's awesome. She knows exactly what's up, and that's exactly how you have to handle these questions. Point blank. Boom, boom, boom. You're done. I'm voting for Trump. Trump's the man. Trump's the answer. We can't allow what happened in 2020. If we don't get him back in office, we have lost. We have lost for generations and generations and generations. That's the answer. And, you know, at this point in time, when you're going to wear a fight like hell shirt and make that part of your brand, then maybe actually fight instead of riding the fucking fence because you want to make sure you stay in good graces with both. And that goes for a lot of these conservatives out there, a lot of them. So that's where I'm at with it. Now, I got another clip I show you guys. All right. So Elon Musk is crushing these clowns right now. And it's so funny. All right. This is some of the best shit ever. All right. This is one of the, I don't think he's getting enough credit for this troll. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't think Elon's getting enough credit for what he just did. This is some of the best trolling I have seen in a long time. So this is Chuck Schumer. Okay. Speaker McCarthy has held the gavel for less than 3 months. But by sharing the January 6th security footage with Fox News, he has already done more than any party leader in Congress to enable the spread of Donald Trump's big lie. All right, that's what he said. What? Elon Musk, man. Elon Musk. He responds and he says, "Do you want us to remove this video?" It's a fucking meme. He needs so much credit for this. He just responds, "Do you want us to remove this video?" This is Steven voiceover video, okay? This is Steven voiceover. Watch this. This is what he shared under Schumer's tweets. Here we go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the U.S. Capitol building. If you've joined us today for the insurrection, please make sure you pick up a promotional leaflet on the way in, stay inside the safety cordons at all times, and if you get lost, speak to one of our Capitol police officers. They'll be sure to point you in the right direction. And be sure to set aside a little time today to join us for some insurrection activities, including our photography tour, our fancy dress competition, and have a go on our climbing wall. But don't forget those safety ropes. And I've now received the results of our fancy dress competition. The winner today is Jacob Chansley. That's Mr. Jacob Chansley. If you could report to your nearest Capitol Police officer, they'll be sure to give you your prize, a guided tour of the building.
This is the best.
And all that's left is for me to thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the insurrection. Wherever possible, please try to clean up after yourselves. Don't forget to visit the souvenir shop on the way out. And feel free to join us on the outdoor terrace for Nancy Pelosi's Insurrection Soiree. Grab yourself a light refreshment and enjoy the music of our very own fancy dress competition winner.
That is one of the best trolls I have seen in so long. Elon Musk deserves so much credit. He went under Chuck Schumer's tweet. Chuck Schumer's trying to make a serious tweet. trying to talk about the lies of Donald Trump. Our democracy is under attack. Trying to make this serious fucking plea because the optics have been so bad for them. And Elon just shares that fucking meme. Just destroys the entire narrative. So good. Like there's no reason he had to do that. Like he proactively did this. It wasn't like he tagged Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Like Elon proactively did this. This was one of the funniest things. When I first saw it, I just was like, I thought he was sharing the actual video. And then I saw it with Steven voiceover's video. I'm like, bro, that is some of the best stuff I have seen in a long time. Like that is some of the best trolling I've seen, man. So shout out to Elon for that. He has been crushing it, man. Absolutely crushing it. And he's 100% at least on our side for this. Now, again, it doesn't change the fact that people are really in jail for this right now. Like, you know, the QAnon shaman or whatever, he's in prison right now, which is bullshit. And I just hope more and more public pressure mounts, because right now, like there's not a single person with common sense that actually can think that this is okay. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your opinion of Donald Trump is. There is nothing about this that is okay. There's nothing. So, but that was really good. So big shout out to Elon on that one. I mean, I was just dying laughing. It was really good. We got a great crowd in here tonight. Also, okay, we got another news story to talk about. Okay. I have not read this. Okay. But is this really him? This is not him, is it? Oh my God. All right. Have you guys seen that? Our boy Primetime 99 is suing AOC for blocking him on Twitter after he catcalled her outside of the U.S. Capitol. This is a story on CNBC. Let me blow this up a little bit. So, I mean, we're at a point now where we have to keep trolling these clowns, okay? Trolling them is the single best thing you can do with these clowns, because you have these clowns sitting here trying to act like they're dealing with serious stuff when we all know that they are actively terrible for our country and the world. And so now you've got Alex Stein, Primetime 99, always on the grind. A political provocateur sued AOC on Wednesday for blocking him on Twitter after he heckled her outside of the U.S. Capitol, shouting crude remarks about her body and her position on abortion. Calling the New York Democrat his favorite big booty Latina, comedian Alex Stein yelled to the lawmaker that he loved her as she entered the building on July 13th in a video he posted online. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. You look at that booty on AOC. He catcalled AOC. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Oh, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale. Stein's lawsuit cites a federal appeals court decision that ruled against then President Donald Trump, saying he violated the constitutional rights of several people by blocking them from following him on Twitter. The appeals court said Trump was acting in his official presidential capacity when he blocked those people. Just days after that ruling on November 19th, AOC apologized to and settled a case with a former Brooklyn assemblyman, Dov Highkind, who sued her for blocking him on her @AOC Twitter account in response to critical replies to her tweets. So, hey, dude, Alex Stein, look, there our boy is right there. Look at our boy. Our boy's looking good. He's looking good. All right. He's looking good. So I don't know. There it is. Do we have the video? I want this video. I want to play it. Damn it. I want the video. So yeah, here we go. Can we get this? Okay, here we go. Here's the video. Here is the video he posted of the incident. I was actually walking over to deck him because if no one will protect us, then I'll do it myself. But I needed to catch a vote more than a case today. God, she's cringe. She's so cringe. Here we go. You guys can't see it, can you? It didn't share the screen. All right, here we go. Hang on. I forgot that I was doing the here we go. Right there. Here we go. Here we go.
Booty Latina. I love you. My favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina. I love it. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Woo, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale. See.
Oh man, he's so good. Now, there was what was the part that Alex Stein actually there was another clip of him where she was making a video and she was like basically she misquoted him because she said that he said, "Oh, hey, look at that juicy booty." And that's not what he said. Here, somebody memed it though.
That big ass. Look at that big juicy booty. Big juicy booty. Big juicy booty.
Steven voiceover again in the house. I want to find the clip where she said that, and I can't. I got to be careful scrolling through here, though. I got to be careful, man. It's on Twitter.
I was murdered.
You were murdered. Okay, you obviously weren't murdered.
Reno 911.
Here's your word. Here's your word.
I was murdered.
You were murdered. Okay, you obviously weren't murdered because you're alive and you're basically intact. You weren't murdered, buddy.
Holy shit, dude. This is so good. Oh, man. I'm being careful. I'm being careful. All right, so that's the latest on that. Shout out to our boy, Primetime 99, Alex Stein, always on the grind. We love that guy. He's awesome, dude. Alex Stein called me like right after he trolled Dave Portnoy. Because first of all, hang on. So let's back up. So the whole thing happened with Dave Portnoy on was it Twitter, I think? Yeah, so the whole thing happened with Portnoy on Twitter. As soon as Portnoy responded to Alex, I called him. I'm like, bro, he's going to invite you on a show. He's going to invite you onto a show. And he's like, you think so, man? I'm like, I 100% think so. He's going to invite you on his show. That's how he operates. He's going to play it up publicly, and he's going to invite you to his show. So about an hour later, Alex calls me back. He's like, dude, he just invited me. I'm like, I told you. He gets, how did you know that? I'm like, man, I follow Dave. I like Barstool. I like Dave Portnoy. So then Dave invited him, but then he backed out. And so after Alex went to the Barstool headquarters, you guys remember when he went to the Barstool headquarters? Holy shit. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I'm going to play that clip right now. Some of the funniest shit ever. Alex Stein, Barstool Sports, right? That clip with Don Terrius is some of the best stuff ever, dude. Barstool. All right, here we go. This is so good. I think this is it, right? Is this it? Okay, this is it. This is on Alex's YouTube channel. So this is when he went to Barstool, okay? Here we go.
We're here looking for Dave. I brought my wife's boyfriend.
He got Dontarius and Cecil back there. Yeah, fucking Cecil. All right, here we go.
Hey, I'm looking for Dave Portnoy. Come on, Dontarius. Dontarius. Prime time. Come on, Dontarius. I brought my wife's boyfriend in here. Come on, guys. Where's Dave Portnoy? Where's Dave? I'm with my wife's boyfriend. I'm with my wife's boyfriend. Where's Dave? Hey, Dave Portnoy, we're here for you. You invite on your podcast, Francis Ellis. Don't make fun of Tucker Carlson, Francis. Do not make fun of Tucker. Do not make fun of Tucker. It's prime time. Marshall, Dave, what are you going to do? Serious. I got my wife's boyfriend in here. Hold on. Where's Dave? Where's Dave? I just want to go with Dave. Go with Dave. You go with Dave? Where's Dave? Where's Dave? You guys are all cowards. You guys can't do anything. Where are you at, Dave? I brought my wife's boyfriend. Gotta do something about it, Dave. I'm not afraid of you, you little work. Invite me on your podcast and uninvite me. Me and Dontarius, we got something to say about it. Where you at, Dave? Where you at, buddy? You over here? We're not scared, Dave. We're not scared. Come on, Dave. Where you at, Dave?
So Alex calls me right after he does this, and there's more. We're going to watch the rest of it. Alex calls me right after he does this, and he's like, bro, and because I saw it, I saw the clips, or not after he did it, but after he uploaded it, he calls me, and he's like, what do you think, man? I said, I'm not happy. He goes, why? I said, why weren't you wearing a Geeks and Gamers hat, bro? I was like, that's the only problem I got with this. Why were you not wearing a Geeks and Gamers hat? He started laughing.
Come on, we're not scared. Good, guys. Good. Serious. You know you guys are scared of Dontarius. Come on out, Frank. Come on out, Frank. Are you scared, Frank? Come on. Come on out. Come on. Oh, come on. Guys, this is it. I'm a plant-based pimp. Dave, you're a coward. I'm here. I'm in your freaking... Don't talk about what you like that. Don't talk about what you like that. Fuck you, nigga. What are you doing? Don't talk about what you like that. We're gonna leave, but where's Dave? Where's Dave? Where's Dave at? Yeah, because he's a coward. Okay. Well, he invited me on his podcast. You know that. You know who I am. Okay, well, Dave knows. He invited me on his podcast, and he's a coward. And then he uninvites me. I'm just saying. And then Francis Ellis making fun of Tucker Carlson. Nobody makes fun of my biological father, Tucker Carlson. So tell Francis. You know, it's just funny because this is I got two angles of this all. I know. You're so cool. You're just hitting my camera. That's so cool. All right. What you saying though? What you saying though? I'm right here. What you saying though? Okay. I'm so scared. What you saying though? I'm so scared. I'm doing a lot.
Go in the
Yeah, you guys look like real classy people. Barstool Sports, good one.
Fucking Alex Stein, man. Shout out to Alex Stein. Love that guy. And the fact that he's suing AOC now is freaking gold. 50 from Hayden of 50 says, fuck, I was dipping in to say happy birthday and I'm still here. Apparently I can't quit you, Jeremy. Hayden, I'll never want you to quit me. Hayden, I never want you to quit me. I appreciate you, man. And thank you for all the birthday wishes in the chat, man. You guys are the best. CobraCast just continues to be something special. I never imagined this show would just be a thing now. And it's it's one of my priorities. You know, obviously I do my daily videos and stuff like that. But 100% committed. Like CobraCast is a new thing now, and it's a thing because of all of you. Tuesday night's main event, Friday night tights, and CobraCast. Those are kind of my priorities. Obviously, we got Mario Kart, we got Fortnite, we got a lot of shows that we do, but you know, this is definitely right there at the top. So, let's see. Yeah, Nerdrotic. You know, Gary's got so much money. So he said, "Happy birthday," and you're gay. That's my bro, man. That's my bro. Can't wait for Friday Night Tights. I'm looking forward to it. By the way, tomorrow, put it on your calendar. I will be live on Side Scrollers Podcast tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow morning, actually. Side Scrollers Podcast. I don't know if they have an event page up for it yet. That's obviously Stuttering Craig. So Side Scrollers, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited about it. I've enjoyed everything they're doing. I think they're doing a great job over there with Side Scrollers. And 11 a.m. Central, so noon Eastern, so 11 Central on Side Scrollers. So make sure you guys are subscribed to Side Scrollers. I am going to be live over there. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to be live with Legal Mindset. That's right. I'll be live with Legal Mindset. So a busy day tomorrow for sure. So I hope you guys will pop over there and tune in. And I want to see the Snake Pit representing in the chat. Okay. I want to see the Snake Pit rising up. That's what I want to see. What are my boys saying in the private chat? Let's see. Video is done. Okay. Oh, Jay. So Jay's at 54.3. 54.3. I think we can get into 55. I think so. Looking at the private chat, see what you guys are saying. So you got this video ready for me? Where's it at? Jay Hellstorm. I don't see anything. Let me see where you got. I don't have anything. Oh, 2 minutes. Okay. Uploading to my Twitter in 2 minutes. Okay. So is it the one we talked about? Is it going to be a special announcement? Oh man, we got a special announcement. Video is playing here in just a minute. Special announcement. That's going to be good. We do have this one.
I learned a lot. And I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards. And they weren't allowed to. There was a 3-meter board, and if you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, "Hey, Esther, you. Off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off." Well, he came off, and he said, "I'll meet you outside." My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate, and he said, "I'll be waiting for you." He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke. There's a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, "What am I going to do?" He said, "Come down here in the basement where mechanics, where all the pool filter is. You know the chain, there used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up, he said, "You walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, 'You may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head.'" I said, "You kidding me?" He said, "No, if you don't come back." And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car, and in those days, you used to remember the straight razor. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty. And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, "First of all," I said, "when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you Esther Williams. I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work." He said, "You apologize to me?" I said, "I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said." He said, "Okay," closed the straight razor, and my heart began to beat again.
Nobody gives a fuck about what this man is saying. Corn Pop. I see so many people in the chat like, what is this old clown talking about? I don't know. Oh man, oh man. What it's just it's amazing. It really is amazing. So I what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? That man got 81 million votes, and he is we're being told that he is the most popular president in the history of this country. The history of this country. I want to show you guys this one really quick. Okay, so I have not watched this yet, okay? But I hear it's good. Listen to this one. Okay. Here we go. I have not heard this yet. So what's it going to be?
For Fox News to depict this in a way that's completely at variance with what our chief law enforcement official here at the Capitol thinks.
Well, when you got Mitch McConnell saying,
then you're really screwed.
Yeah,
I'm really concerned about not so much Fox News and Tucker, because we know he's a liar. The judge found that. But what about our elected?
I have a question. I have a question. How come this is not thought of as being recruiting? How come they're not thinking about this as radicalizing? Why is this not being scrutinized the way that they scrutinize other things? Because to me, this should be against the law. You should not be able to lie to the American knowingly.
What the fuck is this bitch talking about? What is this crazy bitch talking about?
And, it's one thing if you made a mistake and you didn't know, but we heard for 5 or 6 years how, the media was lying, sackadoo. They were fake news. They were this. So how come? What do we do as Americans to say this is not okay?
I think the First Amendment. I think the First
Amendment doesn't allow you to willingly lie.
That's their defense. Can I just say one thing? I think Tucker Carlson is more destructive to American political discourse than Donald Trump, and I think he's more powerful.
I think they're all destructive.
Oh my God. Like, what does she mean it doesn't allow you to lie? What the fuck what is she talking about? It doesn't allow you to lie? First of all, he wasn't lying, but for her claim, let's just assume someone's lying. The First Amendment doesn't allow you, like, you can't, what? Yeah, like you're not. It's not like we're all sitting here in a court of law right now every day. Like, what is she talking about?
Because they lie willingly.
But this is a man who basically goes on his airwaves and says, what would be so bad if Putin won or against Ukraine?
Yeah,
he says insane things. He pits Americans against each other knowingly, lying to them. And even if it's not Trump, whoever the next Republican politician is, they're going to have to win the Tucker Carlson primary.
He's just an entertainer, though.
He's not a newsman.
The judge found that. But Whoopi, you just said something I don't think I've ever heard on television.
No, rarely.
About domestic terrorism.
Yes.
Because you had the FBI director, Chris Wray, say the number one threat to our country, to the survival of our democracy, is domestic terrorists. How do you recruit?
You mean Antifa and Black Lives Matter? Okay, let's have that conversation.
Domestic terrorists. How do you do that? Misinformation.
Yep.
Having these kinds of rallies.
It's a fucking video unedited. It's a video unedited. These people are fucking psychopaths.
Saying these things in these substacks. And someone with Tucker Carlson, you would know better than I do, how many millions and millions of viewers? We get 3 million on this show. That's a lot.
He's the most watched man in cable
He gets
news.
more than that. And
that's why we should all
what you just said. The other thing is they also broadcast
grabbing
news a lot on military bases, in airports. You see it a lot. So the proliferation of the lies is going out to places that it should not.
Oh my God. I don't understand how anyone could be that dumb. I really don't. You guys want something a little more entertaining? You guys want something a little more entertaining? I have just I just received a video call, actually. I just saw it. I just got a video call from the 45th president of the United States of America, and he wants to address all of us here. He wants to address me in front of all of you. Are you guys ready to hear from the 45th president of the United States of America? Here we go.
Hello, Jeremy. This is Donald J. Trump calling with a very important announcement. Please take a moment to turn your volume up because, like Sleepy Joe, I'm sure you're hearing his shit. Okay, good. Now that you can hear me, I heard today is your birthday. Not just any birthday, but your 60th one. Wow, just wow, you're old. So very old. In fact, everyone should start calling you D-Day Old Bra. Yeah, I think that's a terrific nickname. Fantastic nickname. I just came up with that, D-Day Old Bra. I also heard you're performing very, very badly in Mario Kart. That's so sad to hear. So very sad. The good news is, and this is good news, terrific actually, you can stop blaming the lag or Jay Hailstorm. I just blame your old age. It's so old, so very old. It's amazingly old, and I do mean absolutely amazing if you can get out of bed because you're so old. Anyways, happy birthday, D-Day. Old Bra.
Holy shit. All right, that was good. That was good. All right, Hailstorm. That was good. That was good, buddy. Round of applause to Hailstorm, everybody. I got him here now in the call. Round of applause. Are you proud of yourself for that one, Hailstorm? He may have left. Bring him back in here later. All right, that was good. That was good. Credit where credit is due. Really good. Anthony for 50. Happy birthday. By the woke people need to go through table, and also some Hollywood leaks need to go through the table as well. I saw that meme on Twitter. The meme on Twitter that was funny. Butterfield talked about this yesterday. Do you want me to send the video? Yes, please do. Please do. And thank you. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Appreciate the well wishes. That is awesome. And then we've got Fantastic Mr. Knox. Just lost it. Where the hell did it go? Fantastic Mr. Knox just sent me one. It says, I saw the video of Anquifa raiding at the construction site in Atlanta. Only 2 were Georgians. The rest were from other states. 2 were international. Yep. And I'll get to the rest of your super chats, by the way. Don't worry, guys. Now, that actually rang a bell. There was something else. What's going on with Mitch McConnell right now? I heard that there was something. Let's see. Hang on. What do we have any update on him? Mitch McConnell. Let's see. Find latest. Okay, so Mitch McConnell hospitalized after hotel fall. That sounds like pretty interesting. That sounds pretty interesting timing. I'm just bringing up that that's interesting timing. Okay? It's a very interesting timing. That's all I'm trying to say. Very interesting timing. Very convenient timing for Mitch McConnell. Very, very interesting, to say the least. So, maybe we should put some thought into that. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, did he break his shell? That's really good. That's a good one, actually. Yeah. Did he break his shell? Now, I wanted to show you guys something really quick. So, obviously, you guys know. Most of you that watch this channel should know, but if you don't, I am the owner and creator of Geeks and Gamers, and we just announced a partnership with Meta PCs. Meta PCs has a custom landing page for Geeks and Gamers. You see that beautiful, beautiful wrap that they have on that PC right there. If you're interested in a new PC, please, please, please consider going over to Meta PCs and using the promo code GEEKS for a discount. That is GEEKS. Please think about that. I have been really reluctant over the years to have partnerships with companies, but Meta PCs has proven time and time again they're based as hell. They're not going to get offended over something I say or something Ryan says or whatever. So I'm really excited about this. So if you guys could just, even if it's just, going over there and checking it out, going to that landing page, mods are going to be dropping links. There's Canman right now with it. I'm sure Eric's going to be dropping it. So if you guys just at least go over there and check it out, look at it, let them know, hey, you heard about it from Geeks and Gamers. That's gonna make them happy that they're connecting with us. I think they've gotten some traffic already. I think we've actually sold one or two. So I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about it. So if you guys are interested in that, let me yes, it's the first. I think this would be the first official sponsor I've ever accepted, and I have been asked a lot. And as a matter of fact, it's not like Meta PCs has just been around for a while, and they've been working with Ryan and some other people within my sphere. But this is the first official sponsor, I think. So, but yeah, good stuff, man. So shout out to Meta PCs. Thank you guys for supporting. And I think a couple people have already bought some off of our landing page, which has been amazing, because this is my concern with it. Every time I do this, I'm like, I don't know what type of pull we have. I don't know what type of influence we have. I don't think anybody listens to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just it's an expensive thing, to kind of tell people to go look at, but obviously people are looking for PCs. So I think it's going to work good for us. So thank you guys for sure. I'm really excited about it. And look, we may work something out where I do a CobraCast skin for them. But right now we need to focus on the Geeks and Gamers stuff. So, all right, thanks for dropping those links. Appreciate that. Okay. I saw my boy Hayden. Jeremy, for those who don't know, can you dig let's see. Can you dig to why he's called Cocaine Mitch, his wife's father's company, the smuggling operation? Just clue us in. Cocaine Mitch. Let's get into that a little bit later. I'm going to run through it. I'm going to catch up on some super chats first, and then I will see if I can find a story to pull up on it, and then we can talk about it. Good old Cocaine Mitch. What the hell is going on with, I saw a picture of Chrissy Mayer suddenly. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Hayden. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Hayden's I thought you were just popping in. And then this is how Hayden is. Hey, Jeremy, I'm pop in. Here's a hundy. I'm outie. Hey, Jeremy, I'm still here. Here's 50. Hey, here's another 10, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, here's a 20. Hey, Jeremy, here's another 50. All right, I'm done for the night, Jeremy. Hey, here's another 5. Hayden Wayne continuing to dominate. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Cam, man. Appreciate that. You heard Ben call him that. Has Ben Shapiro actually called him Cocaine Mitch? Is that a thing? Does somebody have a timestamp or something? Can somebody find that? I want to know if Ben Shapiro actually called him that. Did Cocaine Mitch snort something? He did. So Ben Shapiro called him Cocaine Mitch. I don't listen to Shapiro that much. So, although I will say there's something did I upload this? Because I wanted to show you guys this if I uploaded it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Let me see. Did I upload it to the other one? Let me see. Give me a second. There was a video I wanted to show you guys. Because the media is not gonna show you this, okay? Maybe I didn't upload it. Let's see. Give me a second. There's so much that I have downloaded to StreamYards. I'll just upload it right now, and then I'll show it to you in a minute. So, where's the private chat? Okay. It's a sex tape. What? Oh, 2019. Ben Shapiro called him Cocaine Mitch. Okay, 2019. I've never heard him say that. So that's pretty funny. I had no idea. Here's what I wanted to show you guys. So this is a clip from years ago. And I saw a YouTuber I watch talked about this story, kind of signal boosted it the other day. Who was it that I was watching? I want to give proper credit. So give me a second and let me go to my watch history, because proper credit is important. Okay. Proper credit is important. It was, and I'm sure a lot of you watch this guy, Devin Gibson. Does anybody here watch Devin Gibson? I'm sure a lot of you watch Devin Gibson. Let's see. Seeing what the chat says. Devin Gibson, the turtle Mitch, the spot. But y'all don't know who Devin Gibson is? All right. Some people do, some people don't. Anyway, he signal boosted this. He signal boosted this the other day. And I thought that it was important to show this clip one more time, because this is something the media doesn't show. It's about a 2-minute clip of Trump. All right. And they keep saying that Donald Trump is this terrible person who hates women and hates minorities and hates people. Now, this was posted to CNN. They posted this a long time ago. So watch this clip right here.
Hi, Mr. Trump. I was Miss Wisconsin USA in 2005.
Okay.
And
I can see why.
thank you. You have been, I just want to say thank you. You saved me in so many ways. And in recent years, I've been struggling with an incurable illness, and I'm on home care now. It was caused by a doctor's medical negligence. And in those dark days, fighting, right now all the tubes have been removed, and I have a do not resuscitate order, and I have a 7-year-old son. And in those days, in the hospital, I received from you a handwritten letter that said, "To the bravest woman I know." And
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
you,
Such a wonderful, beautiful woman. I mean, just an amazing woman. And are you coming along okay?
No, sir, but that's okay, because I'm here right now to thank you in person, and that was my biggest dream. And I wanted to thank you because through you and your organizations, my son, who is Mexican American, 7 years old, through your organizations and just being able to stand on that stage with you back in 2005, the outpouring of love that came from that ultimately provided my son, when he graduates high school, with a full ride to college. And
That's great. And you know what we'll do? We're going to watch him. You're going to watch him, Tana. Tana, watch him. We're going to be watching your boy, okay? But you're going to hopefully be around. You're not going to have anybody watching. You're going to hopefully be around. Those doctors are going to be so wrong. But we'll be helping you.
So we thank you. God bless you. And just, he's a Mexican American. And you, because of your efforts, have sent him to college. And I've been writing letters to him for when I'm in heaven to tell him that what you've done for him, now he has a great responsibility to pay it forward, just as you have done for us. And I can't thank you.
That's so nice. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm sorry. I have to go down and say hello. Is that okay?
Thank you.
Oh, man, what a terrible person. What a terrible, terrible, misogynistic, hateful man he is. It's amazing how we don't see clips like that ever shared out there. You know what I mean? And it's just unbelievable. So I don't know. I'd love to know an update on that young lady's story. But I don't know if there's any updates. So but I would know if anybody knows any updates on that. That would be great. And but yeah, man, Trump is an arrogant guy, no doubt about it. But I don't say that in a negative way. He's also he loves America, and he doesn't go out of his way to make himself seem like a good guy. He just does what is right. And he calls it like it is, doesn't hide anything, and he's a genuine person. You know what I mean? And so it's sad that the media keeps lying about him. Let's see here. I know one of my guys had sent that Cocaine Mitch story, so I'll have to look at that here in just a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to show everybody that. So Devin Gibson had shared that the other day. So he's a good dude. I like him. Yeah. Yes. The best president of all time. At least, I say my lifetime because I try not to judge things that I've never witnessed. But he's the best president of my lifetime. That's all I can really say. All right. I'm going to run through some super chats. Catch up here. Reverse Lee says, loved seeing you and Ripa destroy Fat Joe. Thank you. Brockatron, remember the guy who broke the glass that Babbitt tried to go through? Oh yeah, I got that one. So if you're here for the update on the Angry Joe story, again, I've spoken with him privately, and we're gonna see, if what comes of that. I don't know what's gonna come of that at this point in time, but we'll see. We will see. But I if somebody wants to talk to me in private, I'm gonna give you every chance. And so we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna clown on him or meme on him at this point because he's spoken with me privately. A lot of people I get into it with don't even do that much. So I take that as a respectful gesture, and I will return the respect as long as I'm getting it. You know what I mean? So the ball is in his court at this point in time. I'm willing to do whatever I need to do in terms of making him feel comfortable of talking to me on a stream or whatever that may be. Maybe we don't come to that agreement. And again, I don't want to just point blank say if we don't make that agreement, that makes him a bad guy or anything like that, So the gesture, though, he made the first gesture in terms of reaching out privately. I respect that. So we will see. Divergent Zen says, I know this sounds stupid, but I really wonder if Joe didn't understand people would associate the text of this tweet with people in the screen caps. I wasn't talking to you. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't matter. I mean, he's kind of backpedaled a little bit with Ripa, but I don't think that's a decent enough excuse what he's saying. At the end of the day, you screenshotted a bunch of people and you built a narrative around what those people could or couldn't be based on your subtext that you put in there. And when you do that, you're going to have to answer. If you run into somebody who's actually going to, stand up and say something, and Rip was one of those people, he's not going to stand for it. You know what I mean? So I think that's a weak defense on his part. Alin Jen, if representation matters to them as a redheaded white April, they need to leave April O'Neil alone. I know, let's see. I only know I exist if she does. There you go. It's almost like representation and diversity isn't really that important to them. Green Metal Raccoon. Dude, I almost died laughing watching the last hour of main event. Hail Corn Pop for 2. Didn't laugh like this in years. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Hail the Snake Pit, Cobra Crew, and the mods. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Dude, main event was just, I can't believe how funny it was. I can't believe it. Rob Lee says, Joe engages, Pool ignores, props to Joe. That's where I'm at with it, man. I can't be mad. If somebody reaches out like that. So, and I'm just, he did tell me he was shocked at my response to him privately. He's like, wow, that was a really nice response. And he goes, your audience is pretty mad. And I'm like, my audience is great. My audience is awesome. Yes, they're passionate, just like yours are. I'm not going to talk bad about an audience. Like your audience is passionate. My audience is passionate. My audience has done a lot whenever we need to do something, wherever you rally around someone, my audience is right there to support. And so, I mean, your audience is going to trash me because they hate me. That's fine. I mean, I accept it, but so passion is always going to be an interesting dynamic when there's different perspectives. So, but you make hot takes, you're going to have to deal with some blowback on that. Let me see. Alexander says, happy birthday, Snake Pit. And don't tread on memes. Thank you. Celluloid Droid. Angry Joe is a fig. Probably deserves, probably drives a Mustang too. That was a good one. 7 Joe C. Diva. Happy birthday, Jeremy member message. Thank you. Alexander says, one love, one Snake Pit. Let's go. I love it. I love it. What up, Camelot? I'm probably going with Camelot Saturday over on his Camel Cast. I think we're going to make that happen for Saturday. Hoss Bonadventure. Vito wanted to tattle to YouTube about Alex Jones on stream talking about the vaccine disinfo. Ricada owned him. Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard to own Vito, but Ricada can own a lot of people. But yeah, Vito, he's just fat and ugly. It's not a good combination, bro. Fat and ugly, and you haven't seen your penis in years. It's a bad combination, man. I still don't feel bad for him. It's just a bad combination. So, Revenge of the Netherrealm. Last time Chris Benoit told a joke, it killed me. God damn. Let's see. A Menthy says, give Vito the shame beard for each of his chins. Whew. Again, I think we should we should start giving out the body of shame. And so anytime somebody needs to be shamed, we'll just give them Vito's body. There's nothing more degrading than having Vito's body. It's the most degrading thing a human being can endure. It's the most degrading thing. The body of shame, the Vito body of shame. You know? Anthony says Donald Trump 2024. Absolutely. Fictitious Dan Savage. Joe doesn't get that it's lazy to race swap for virtue points than it is to actually create and develop a new character for the franchise. Pathetic. Reignited Republic. Thank you for the $4.99. That's your very first super chat, by the way. Thank you. Let's see. Daedalus says, happy B-Day, D-Day. Was a fan of Angry Joe many years ago. I do believe in diplomacy. Hope this new relationship is fruitful. Same here. Same here. Time will tell. I think good fight and good arguing is always a good way to start a relationship out. You know, just go ahead and get the stuff out of the way. You know what I mean? If you find out who you are, when you have a good argument with somebody or a good fight with somebody, you get to know them a little better. I truly believe that. And I don't mean just like a little argument. I mean like a legit, like screaming, cussing, getting into it. You know, that's how good relationships are really developed. 100%. Let's see. Hayden for 10 says Trump almost lost me when he started going at the attacks for no reason. Getting back to his groove, he won me back. I can't wait to see what else he brings during the primary season. It's going to be spicy. Venom Kaitsu says Jeremy's birthday is the worst thing since 9/11. Pizza is great. What's up? Pizza is great. Happy birthday. Thanks for these shows. Hope you have a fun day driving your new car. You're right. The rims look great. You painting it black or matte black? Probably matte black when I paint it, but I'll be honest with you, with all of the cost of Geeks and Gamers headquarters, I ain't putting any more money out on anything like that. I gotta, because again, luckily I sold my Z car. If I didn't sell my Z car, I wouldn't have gotten the Mustang. So, but I'm not putting money. I don't have it. Like I gotta allocate that money to other places. So I'm not going to be, we're spending a lot of money right now. So I'm happy with the car. I'm happy with the color for now, but matte black will be the color if and when I do paint it in the future. Hayden 10, primetime Alex Stein 99, always on the grind, the pimp on the blimp. His official title is right. If people can sue Trump as pres for blocking them, he can sue a rep for the same thing. Hell yes. Yes, he can. And this is the danger when you start opening up those, when you start setting a precedent. Again, a precedent. Precedents are the thing that people do not think about. What is the precedent? What is the precedent? So that's why the rule in the chat is what? the rule in the chat is you don't spam, you don't dox, you don't threaten people. Outside of that, there's no hard rules for this chat. You know, if somebody comes in here and says something mean to me and I just ban them, well, I'm setting a precedent at that point. It's a precedent that I can't back up. So who gets mean things said and who doesn't get mean things said or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't do that. You need consistent rules. Yes, there might be an exception to that rule occasionally with something that you're not prepared for or something like that, but you just have to be aware of it. So you going after Donald Trump over this nonsensical rule, that's fine, but you are setting a precedent at that point in time. And now that precedent has been created, and now AOC is getting destroyed, hopefully. Berserker was told, was today or yesterday your birthday? Well, let me wish you one of my favorite soon-to-be grumpy old man a happy birthday. Now make us all that content, redneck. I totally understand. So the birthday, technically, I'm on Eastern time zone. So technically 2 hours ago by Eastern time zones, 1 hour ago by Central time zone. So it's technically not my birthday anymore, but I'm still willing to accept birthday grift. 100% on that. Hayden says, by the way, my supers are about to drop off. I just ordered a new Tundra. Yes, I decided what truck to get in. It ain't cheap, but I'll be around. Brother, it's all good. It's all good. You know, we always have people that are really supportive, and then, you know, obviously real world comes up and stuff has to happen. And I always tell people, like, I appreciate every single piece of support we get, whether that's likes, whether that's shares, whether that's retweets, whether that's people just watching, viewing. Obviously the super chats are they help massively. The ad revenue helps, the donations help, the support on locals and Geeks and Gamers Premium and all that. We couldn't exist without it. But at the same time, I understand that everybody has, you know, stuff come up. Sometimes you help, sometimes you can't. Sometimes some of you have never donated, and that's fine. You never have to donate. You don't owe me shit. You don't owe me or any other YouTuber shit. We have to earn your support. That's it. We have to earn your support. And if we don't, we don't. And maybe you don't have the means. And if you don't have the means, that's fine. You don't have an obligation to send any YouTuber a dime. They have to earn the dimes that they that people have to spend, but not everybody has that. Not everybody has that. So Alec Baldwin's finger for Biddy says, what did you have for your birthday dinner? So I was offered Culver's, but I had already had it for lunch. So I went pretty fancy. I wanted, like, it's a special occasion, and I'm a pretty fancy guy myself, okay? So I don't want you guys to think I've gone all elitist or anything like that. But decided to go fancy and went with some Hungry Howie's pizza. Oh, yeah. Whew. Really fancy meal tonight. Hungry Howie's pepperoni pizza, butter crust. There you go. Yes, Hungry Howie's pizza. Oh, thank you, Alec Baldwin's finger. I appreciate you. I saw Jay Hailstorm. Fuck, this was more than Jay's $5.01. What the fuck? Oh man. Hungry Howie's is awesome. Okay, Hungry Howie's is awesome. It's the best. Fantastic Mr. Knox, The View calling others liars while they lie constantly. Chuck Schumer does the same thing. Tucker just showed the video that can't be disputed. Yeah, it's all it is. It's not like these people are crazy, man. They're crazy. The Sean 2 says Snake Pop and he ran a lot of bad boys. Snake Pop and he ran a lot of bad boys. Fantastic Mr. Knox. I saw the video. Oh, I got that one. Anthony. No, that not to cut me off. Oh, the Isaac Butterfield. He'll talk about something else yesterday. I was going to send you about it, and quit. All right, yeah, man. If you want to send it over to me, I'll try to take a look at it for sure. Let's see. Kali Hond. Happy birthday, Jeremy, from the Cotton Connection. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Aqua. Hey, Jeremy. I've been wondering why you guys don't do streams or anything with Doomcock anymore. He has an interesting new leak about Kathleen Kennedy, and that's your first super chat. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't talked to Doomcock really since we had that thing blow up and we got it all worked out privately. And then, he's just kind of been doing his own thing. I go through phases with people that I stream with a lot, and then I don't talk to them forever and vice versa. And it's not for any reason whatsoever. We all kind of have our own things going on. I've been out of the Star Wars game for a long time, so I don't give a shit about Star Wars. I don't give a fuck. I haven't watched the new season of Mandalorian. I don't plan to. Star Wars, I'm so just disconnected from everything they're doing. I have watched some of the recent shows like Obi-Wan Kenobi and others, and that's mainly because my audience asked me to, but I'm really checked out on all of Star Wars stuff. So, but if there's a new Kathleen Kennedy leak, great. I have said 1,000 times, I'll believe it when it's actually done. And I was part of that Kathleen Kennedy speculation stuff for a long time because I believed that they were actually going to fire her. I don't believe that anymore. They've proven it that they're not going to fire that bitch. And so it's just completely dead to me. Thank you for the super chat. The fuck are we at? Sir Ruin of House Roundhead, happy birthday. The best Trump impression I have seen recently is on SNL. Type in SNL Trump East Palestine and you will see that impression along with the great Emily Core's impression. If it's SNL, I can't play it because SNL will strike your shit down. They will block it in a hot minute. It's happened to me way too many times, unfortunately. So I'll check it out privately, but I can't play it on stream. Anthony, you need to talk about this. It's really important. I just sent you the video on Twitter. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up. Phantasm vs. Knox, I just read that Star Wars is getting sued for wrongful termination. Disney can't catch a break, and I am all for the chaos. F Disney, F Lucasfilm. Absolutely. Hayden for 10. Based on what I'm seeing in the chat, people don't know about McConnell's father running that international shipping company that got caught with I don't know the in-depth part of that. I remember the campaign memes. I remember the memes and the shirts. And all of that. I don't even know if I know that deep into the Cocaine Mitch story. Now, Jet, my guys just sent me an article. I was going to look into it. So maybe I need to do some brushing up on this story before I get into that. Because I know about the campaign memes. There were some shirts and all that. But the how in-depth, I didn't even know that Shapiro had called him that, shockingly enough. I'm shocked that he called him that. So I might want to brush up on that story now. Lancer, happy birthday. Thank you. Joe C, you guys are rocking it this week. Mario Kart Tuesday night's main event, D-Day Cobra RK Outpost, 221B tactical stream, Fortnite, all CobraCast streams, A+++++. Keep rocking it. Hail Geeks and Gamers and hail CobraCast. Hell yes. Let's see. No, I don't know exactly why. I don't know this whole story about the international shipping company. I didn't know that. Moral objection. Joe seems to forget that many of us were his fans and his audience until he went on us over Battlefield 5. I remember him going off on Battlefield 5, but my first kind of seeing Joe break down was Trump. Trump's what broke him. And then the Battlefield 5 thing was really bad. It was really bad. Flocky the Mad. Chris Benoit's favorite comic is The Killing Joke. Good Lord. Venom Kaitsu. Can we get Geeks and Gamers laptop decals down the road? Yeah, I think we could do that. There's Hayden. There's Alec Baldwin's fingers. Hailstorm. Wargasm. Here's your birthday grift. Thanks for the CobraCast. It keeps this late shift machinist entertained. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Solo Boxer. Wow, your birthday is the day before Tim Pools. This show was sure meant to be. Corn Pop blessings. Thank you, Corn Pop blessings. Jed, are you familiar with Cocaine Mitch? There you are. Are you familiar with Cocaine Mitch?
I am not familiar with it, but I did a lot of research and found an old article from 2014 that has the whole story there, and that's what's in chat, but I'd never even heard him called that before.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah, I
Well,
wasn't in the political game when they were making those T-shirts yet. I was about 14, I think. So yeah, wasn't.
All right. So
wasn't
I don't
paying
know where this.
attention.
So let's see. So we got this article right here. So let's see here. Let me pull the chat back up. Where's Hayden? Where's Hayden at? He was yelling at me because I didn't know the story. Let's see. Where you at, Hayden? See, here it is. That's his comment right there. That's the last comment. Did Hayden leave? Has he just left me? He's gone now. He's done. All the donations, all the support, and he's like, nope, you don't know the source of the cocaine Mitch story. I'm out. Hayden is upset, Gung Ho Max says. Hayden! There it is. Mitch McConnell's wife is Chinese. Her father owned a Chinese shipping company, one of the major import companies. They got caught shipping an F ton of cocaine in the 80s or 90s into the U.S. And there it has it. So, LOL, and he sends you 20 more. All right. So right here, 90 pounds of cocaine discovered on a boat owned by the family of Mitch McConnell, the majority leader of the U.S. Senate. Mitch McConnell is the majority leader of the U.S. Senate. McConnell fast-tracked this bill through the Senate. He made sure that minimum wage cut was $4.20. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Mitch McConnell and his cocaine boat. The boat was recently detained before leaving Colombia. During the search, the Colombian Coast Guard discovered 90 pounds of cocaine in 40 neat packets. Let's see. FMC is owned by Mitch McConnell's in-laws, the Chow family. But the Chows are more than a family. They also make huge donations to McConnell's political campaign. Where can I get somebody to make huge donations? I wish there was like a guy named Hayden that made donations to Geeks and Gamers or like my Cobra streams. You know what I mean? How would that be, Jed? That'd be kind of cool.
That would be really cool, but I just don't imagine something like that being possible.
It's not.
You got to marry him, like Mitch did.
and I'm definitely probably I can't really see myself doing that. Like, what do you think, Jay Hailstorm? Like, what if we had somebody that donated like to Geeks and Gamers and helped?
I sent more than Jay.
It's not the question I asked, Jay Hailstorm.
Well, I suppose that would help.
There is more than the Swiss caught in this. Yeah, this sounds really interesting. Like, holy shit. Like, this is wild. All right, let's see. So for almost 30 years since the late 80s, the Chow family has bankrolled Senator Mitch McConnell, which McConnell married Elaine Chow in 1993. The Chow family lavished him with enormous gifts. In 2008, a gift from the Chow family between 5 and 20. What? 5 and 25 million. I'm happy when I get $1 super chat. Made McConnell one of the richest politicians in the nation. Shockingly, McConnell is alleged anti-drug warrior. He sponsored the 1996 Enhanced Marijuana Penalties Act, which would increase the majority minimum sentencing for people caught with marijuana. He also firmly opposed any form of legalized marijuana. Well, of course he did. In other words, McConnell's family has been financing his Senate campaigns with their cocaine drug profits so that McConnell can go to Washington to wage a war on drugs. Look at old Mitch. Holy shit. You got Puerto Rico. Look how deep the story goes. Wow. Bro.
Insane.
I've always wondered why Mitch McConnell, like, how is this man even, like, how does this man have a job? Yeah, well, alive, but like, to me, he couldn't even be a good Walmart greeter. You know what I mean? Jesus.
The Chinese found a man who was very manipulable with money and seemed to work out for him.
Fuck me, man. It's just wild. It's just wild that this guy, man. I mean, he's so crooked, and no one likes him. Like, nobody likes Mitch McConnell. Not a single person on this planet is actually like, who says I'm a fan of Mitch McConnell? You know what I mean? Who? Anyway, it's crazy. But thank you for that, Hayden Wayne. Hayden Wayne dropping in bombs. So there you go. Looking over on the Streamlabs real quick. Johnny the WizKid, let's take a moment and reminisce about how we ruined Jeremy's birthday 2 or 3 years ago on Mario Kart. Even Josiah kicked his ass and he broke his controller. Seriously, it's always been a blast playing with you. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Hope to see you again. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, man. I love you guys, and we're gonna be playing Mario Kart tomorrow. I guess the new maps just dropped, so I'm looking forward to that. And you know, we'll see. What's the chat saying right now? What are you guys saying? Doc Holiday, Cocaine Turtle, Gung Ho Mac for $2. This should make you twice as happy. I got to look at this. What Anthony's wanting me to look at here. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Eric K just sent me the cocaine Mitch. Let's see. Hayden just sent a super chat. Give me just a minute. I'll look at it. Okay. I'm looking at this video. What are you sending me? I'm looking. Give me a minute. Okay, so this is Isaac Butterfield's. Got it. So I will take a look at that just here in just a second. I'm all over the place. Hayden for 10. Dude, you have to dig into the cocaine Mitch stuff is deeper than just an article. Dude is corrupt as F. That's just the surface. So here's a funny story. Okay. I don't know how much I want to talk about this, but I got contacted. Like about 3 years ago. Whenever the Naughty Dog stuff was happening. How long ago was that? Naughty Dog. You remember that?
2019.
So 2019. So that's when Naughty Dog was striking YouTube channels. And that was a big deal on Geeks and Gamers. I made a big deal. I made a lot of noise about that. And I had a at the time, they were a current Google employee reached out to me. And they were willing to help me with this. And they were a fan. They were a fan of Geeks and Gamers. They were a fan of mine. And it was kind of scary because I'm like, oh, shit. You work for Google, YouTube. You work for YouTube. And they were basically like, yeah, I want to this Naughty Dog problem. You know, this is a big problem. And I want to help out in any way I can. So I'm like, okay, great. Because I'm looking at a couple of strikes that's just bullshit. You know what I mean? But this person had some connections to McConnell. That's all I'll say, which was wild to me. And but I can't say anymore because I haven't spoken with this person since they helped out with the Naughty Dog thing. But that was crazy to me. And I confirmed the connections to McConnell. I confirmed it. And I'm like, holy fuck. So yeah, it was wild. It was wild. So that's all I can really say about it without putting that person into any let's see. Yeah. It's about the McConnell thing. Hailstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about it. Him falling. That's pretty convenient that Mitch McConnell fell and now he's in the hospital. Now, is there an update to the story? Do we know anything else? I don't think so. I don't think there's any update to it.
Mm-mm.
The fact that we have 1,100 people here watching this at 2:30 in the morning. All right. So I guess we're only going to play the first few minutes. Oof, that's bad. All right. We're going to play a little bit of this for you, Anthony. Okay. Anthony wants me to play a little bit of this. Let's see what's going on here. All right.
How would you feel if your child was receiving sexually explicit messages from an adult and police didn't seem too concerned?
3 years ago, I covered an insane story about a young Instagram model who was a predator, a young woman sending nude photos to a child. And yet, this will blow your mind, she has not seen a day in jail, not questioned by the police, not locked up, nothing. There are huge updates in this story. And I saw it on the telly the other night and it blew my mind. I'm really starting to think that this is a good example of, stay with me here, female privilege. Because if this was a man doing this to a young girl, he would have been locked up, rightfully so, and the key thrown away. This happened to a 13-year-old boy. Okay? It doesn't even matter. A 13-year-old, a baby. It's super I can't swear yet in the video, but it's full on.
Her name was Blondie, a 20-year-old burlesque dancer accused of grooming a 13-year-old boy. She left Australia.
Yeah, where's the calls for equal rights and all that right now when you hear about something like this? Where's the call for equal rights? You know?
During COVID, even though there was an arrest warrant. 3 years on, we've tracked...
Hang on. How does one leave the country with an arrest warrant? How do you get through security when there's an arrest warrant out for you? Surely there's a little thing that pops up on the screen there. Like,
was it maybe a private jet? If that's the case, I mean, I'm just curious if that's the only thing I could think.
Mate, come on! In a world where you can have Chat GPT, when you can ask it absolutely anything, it will answer it. It'll write a book for you, an article for you. It'll do anything for you. You're telling me that an alleged pedophile, or at least an alleged groomer, can walk through security at an airport without anything flashing? Not one little flash of a light. No one stopping her. That is madness. And international, you can't even get on a plane with more than 100 milliliters of water. Okay? I don't know what that is in ounces for my American people, but here it is on the screen. You can't even get through an airport with that, but you can walk through if you're a big creep.
We've tracked her down.
If you were a man and he was a woman,
I'm not a man,
you'd
so-
probably be arrested.
It's frustrating. She's made a joke of the whole system.
You're damn right. She's made a joke of all of this. She's made a joke of the system. This is madness. If the allegations are true, and these are allegations at this point, she hasn't been tried, innocent until proven guilty. But the evidence that's been shown thus far is overwhelming. If all that's proved to be true, you're telling me that she isn't dangerous?
Very
she is
dangerous.
the definition of dangerous.
Don't care.
Bethany Edgecombe, better known as Blondie, was a burlesque dancer busted by a current affair over her unhealthy interest in a 13-year-old boy.
Hang on. If Bethany was a man, would you say, and she was talking to a young girl, would you say that Bethany or Dave had sorry if your name's Dave, Dave had an unhealthy obsession talking to a They would never say that.
Nope.
They would say Dave's a fucking creep once again.
Yes, exactly. And this is where the media is always trying to send these subliminal messages out there, and the way that they approach things and the way that they target certain things because they want this certain narrative to be around it.
Sorry if your name's Dave. Shout out to the Daves. Good on you. Let me know in the comments if your name's Dave. We'll send the fucking police to your house, you big creeps. I don't think they would. I don't think they would treat it as humorously as they have. Like, this is a very serious topic, and it should be treated that way.
Messages sent to the 13-year-old were disturbing.
I called dibs on that virginity. Sure. Hold on to that virginity. I'll be going past your part of town in a week or two. Yes, keen. And don't tell anyone. Don't think you're even legal.
This is some full-on shit.
Wow.
But it gets worse. Far worse.
Okay, I won't. How old are you? 13. I really must be a pedo, because that's so hot.
What the fuck? You are kidding. I'm waiting for Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator to come in and sit down here. Like maybe throw in an allegedly somewhere in there. But you know what I'm saying? It's just madness. The fact that she has walked away scot-free from all of this is just madness. There's nothing else to say about this, but it's super fucked up. That's what it is. I can swear now. It's long enough into the video. Fucked up.
She also sent 4 naked pictures of herself and a request for him to send her intimate photos too.
This is super cut and dry. If proven, obviously. But this is super cut and dry. Fucking lock this bitch up.
Nudity doesn't seem to be an issue for Blondie, even at peak hour on one of Melbourne's busiest streets when we first confronted her.
So what have you got to say to this boy's parents about your contact that you've been having with him?
Dear little boy's parents, who for some reason, as a grown woman, I was sending nudes to. Here's my tits. So this story was originally put to the air by the cream of the crop in Australia.
Well, that's kind of, we definitely got the gist of it there. So I don't want to watch this whole video. So Isaac Butterfield, obviously, right there. So if you guys want to go check that out, that's over on his channel. He just uploaded that a day ago. So if you guys want to go check that, I'm sure the mods can drop a link. But thank you, Anthony. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. But we're gonna probably wrap this up. We're at the 2-hour mark right now. And I do have to get up to I have a stream in the morning. We got JM the Elite Fan. Just to clarify from earlier, I meant Joe was talking trash until Ripa put out his video saying he was going to discuss it face to face. Now suddenly Joe wants to on this conversation, and that's from earlier. JM the Elite says, Angry Joe backtracked and ran from this faster than the NWO confronted by Sting. That's why I respect Ripa and the whole Geeks and Gamers crew. Y'all keep it 100. Also, Vita is douchey as fuck. That's over on Rumble. So thank you. Yes, we are live on Rumble. We got the Rumble link working. I do not know what happened earlier. That was very frustrating that I keep having that issue. Project Egg Roll. They're Asian and they have a podcast. Biden's Chinese name is Sum Sing Wong. I know because I'm Chinese. Happy birthday, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Captain Haruno, yo, Jeremy, you're old today. That's all. Haha. Hope you have a good day today, boss man. Did you get that Five Guys meal? She's waiting for you. Maybe tomorrow. Bebop 1988 says, happy birthday, Jeremy. And all the usual shit people say to each other. Well, thank you. Hayden. Oh, and Jeremy, you're old. Congratulations. I turned 32 on Friday. I'll be there for F&T. Also, will force my girlfriend to watch. She's cool, though. Gavin will be a show for the ages. I'll dip in to say hi. Hell yeah, Hayden. That's going to be awesome, man. All right. So we got a couple of beards. We're going to give the beard a shame out. Don't worry. Hailstorm. Do we have I mean, personally, I think it's probably Vito. That's what you get. I don't know. What do you think, Hailstorm?
I was thinking that and the entire cast of The View.
The entire cast of The View? Okay. How long do you need?
10 minutes.
All right, do it. Make it happen. I guess you got me for 10 more minutes, peeps. We're still here for 10 more minutes. Hailstorm's got to get to work. So the entire cast of The View, I like that. That's good. That's going to be good. PK13910. One thing you can thank Senator Turtle for is using the Democratic precedents. Thanks to Senator Harry Reid for getting Justice Kavanaugh and Barrett placed in the Supreme Court. Absolutely. Analog Hermit, swig of grift for the Milking Man. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. There was another thing I wanted to show you guys since we're going to be here for a second. Let me see if I can find it. It was a video clip that I wanted to show you guys. Let me look into my timeline really quick and I'll let you know. Let's see. What is this? B. Busher says, I know I'm getting this last minute, but this money used to go to Tim Pool. Enjoy, brother. Happy birthday. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. At no point do I ever want to take anything away from anyone, but you as an individual have the right to support whoever you want to support. And when I feel you're being disrespected, I'm going to call that out. So Phantasm Mr. Knox, $2. Guess this is Joey Behar's second beard of shame. As a unit, yeah, it does look that way, isn't it? I know people had asked me the other day. Let's see, hang on. I know people asked me the other day, about my buddy the quartering, and I was just like, man, Jeremy's just doing what Jeremy does on Twitter. You know what I mean? And I talked to him a little bit about it, and yeah, it's just quartering, man. He's just doing his thing. That's what he always does, and I don't know why he does. Like, I don't know if he was drinking. I have no idea, but what I do know is Jeremy's always had my back. Always had my back, and I'm always going to have his. I bring up the Zack Snyder thing all the time, and again, I said that Zack Snyder moment was kind of a defining moment for Geeks and Gamers. It kind of showed me who really was going to have my back and it was a really big moment for us for a lot of different reasons. And I did not know the quartering at the time. I didn't know him. Like, we knew of each other. Obviously, we had like a couple of probably interactions on Twitter, but that happened. And he messaged me before he made a public statement, before he said a word. He's like, hey, I want to know what happened. Let's talk. I'm going to make a video on it. So we had a phone call and I, told him everything. He made a video. He had my back. And that meant a lot to me because I had no idea what was going to happen. That shit was so fucking awful. The just the embarrassment that came with it, and just knowing that everything that I wanted to happen in that moment, even though we did raise $100,000 for charity, it all got overshadowed. And you know, it sucked. It sucked big time. But now it's so far removed from the situation. We're so far beyond it that none of that stuff, none of it bothers me at all. Other people like to regurgitate it constantly whenever they want to hate on me or whatever. And that's fine. That's their prerogative. But ultimately, that kind of led me to understand that Jeremy was actually like a genuinely good dude. It wasn't just like an internet persona where he like tries to help people out. Like he's as real as they come, man. So Hayden says, hey, Jeremy, what was it that made you decide to make a YouTube channel and get into content creation in this space? Let's get some D-Day Cobra lore. You see, Hayden just knows what's up. Hayden knows I need to burn 10 minutes. So he just drops me gold for me to talk. We're on the same page. Thank you, Hayden. And I'll get to Kevin Crons. Happy birthday. Thanks for starting Geeks and Gamers and all of the good videos over the years. So to Hayden's point, knowing exactly that I was needing to give Hailstorm some time. So YouTube was nothing I ever thought I would do. I never imagined I would be a YouTuber. I never wanted to be a YouTuber. It was never my thing. I wanted to create a gaming tournament center. I wanted to create, basically, I wanted to take consoles and I wanted to create the arcade atmosphere that I grew up in with consoles, because I felt that gaming is cool online, but there's no substitute for talking shit in person with your friends when you play video games. You know, there's no mute. You know, we get up in each other's face and we talk shit. There's no lag. There's no nothing. It's just man to man, gamer to gamer, playing the games, and then talking shit afterwards with your friends. And there's a crowd and people are hooping and hollering. That's what I wanted. So that's what I created back in 2011. I created local video game tournaments in Montgomery, Alabama, where I lived. And we did local video game tournaments. I was working retail at the time. I had no money. I had no resources. I only had one system, but luckily I have the ability to inspire people to help me, which is always something I'm thankful I have. I don't know how I do it, but people I didn't even know. They were like, hey, I heard this idea about running video game tournaments, man. I got a 360 you can borrow. I got a copy of Black Ops you can borrow. I got a TV you can borrow. I got a couple of controllers. And it turned out we got a ton of controllers and a ton of systems and a ton of games that allowed me to run a major tournament. And the first tournament, I think 60 people showed up, which is crazy to me. Wild that many people. I didn't know 60 people. I knew 5 people, maybe. And, you know, it was a great little turnout. And it didn't go that well, at least from my standard, but it was still cool. You know, people came up to me afterwards, shaking my hand, thanking me. This is awesome. This is what the community needs. You know, we need more stuff like this to have people bonding and getting. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. The name Geeks and Gamers was not created at this point in time. There was just the idea of getting people together. Fast forward a few months, I did a few more tournaments. The second tournament was a Madden tournament. So the first one was a Call of Duty Black Ops tournament. The second was a Madden tournament. The third was the worst of them, and it was supposed to be the best. So I got really confident after the Call of Duty tournament went good. The Madden tournament went even better. So I got really confident, and I did the third tournament. In the third tournament, we had Marvel versus Capcom. We had Street Fighter. We had Madden. We had Halo Reach. We had Call of Duty. Like, we had like 7 games, 6 or 7 games. We did it up big. Oh boy, it was big. I was like, oh, we're gonna get hundreds of people. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. It was amazing. Unfortunately, I scheduled this against 2 things that I was not aware of. Final Round, which was a gaming tournament in Atlanta, Georgia, which was very established, and spring break in the area. So I scheduled it on that weekend, the same day as Final Round. And I think 8 people showed up to the tournament, maybe 8 people. And that's not like, it's 8 people. Most of them like were my friends. It was really embarrassing. So it was bad. It was really fucking bad. So, Anyway, that was horrible. And I almost gave up doing it. I was like, fuck, I really botched this one. People are showing up, like my family, and they're like, oh, this is going to be great. And it's just like boring, dead. Nobody's there. Literally, it was like, it might as well just be me and my friends hanging out at the fucking house playing video games. It was so bad. So anyway, got my shit together, decided I was going to do a Smash Bros tournament. That's when I created the name Geeks and Gamers. And that was the first official Geeks and Gamers tournament. Smash Bros. It went great. It went awesome. We got back on track. Did a few more tournaments. They were good, but I never do any of this stuff to make money. So I wasn't making money. You know, I mean, we were charging people, but was putting all the money back out there into the winner's pot or whatever. And so, stopped doing the tournaments. It ended up moving to Pensacola, Florida, and, kind of just didn't know what direction to do anything with. I just knew Geeks and Gamers was a thing I created. I had the logo, I had t-shirts, had a couple people involved with it, but then I started a Facebook group. Facebook group kind of took off, got thousands of people in there, and then I created the website, and I started seeing people come into the Facebook group writing a review for movies and video games, and I'm like, well, why don't I just get the guy to write, instead of write it for the Facebook group, why wouldn't he write it for the website, my website? And I'll just publish it as a review. And that started the trend of that. And then the Facebook group started picking up. And then a couple of the guys on the team came to me and said they wanted to start a YouTube channel for Geeks and Gamers. So I let them start it. And I mean, it was, it didn't really get any traction or anything. I made a few appearances on there. My videos did better than anybody else's, but I still was like, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't like this at all. So the channel was there for a few years. We had the Facebook group, we had the website, the channel was there, and the channel was not really going anywhere. And after Donald Trump got elected in 2016, I saw the channel wasn't really moving, and Geeks and Gamers really wasn't moving either. It was kind of stagnant. No money was being made. I was losing money. I'd lost money from every year that I had it. I'd lost money on it. And, then I started getting frustrated with the political climate and what was going on with Hollywood. And I was like, I guess I'm just going to take over the YouTube channel, and I'm going to start speaking out about how I feel about politics. And the rest is kind of history after that. I started speaking out about The Last Jedi. My videos started getting traction. People started responding. People started to find out who I was in 2018, early 2018 is when the Geeks and Gamers channel broke 1,000 subscribers. Early 2018, it had been there for three or 4 years, and it never broke 1,000 subscribers. And then I took over, and we gained, like 50,000 subscribers that first year, and it just keeps fucking going, man. Now we have 10 YouTube channels, and it's just one of those things. It's been wild, but thank you, Hayden. Thank you for the perfect alley-oop so I could take the dunk home. And so that's kind of the gist of it right there. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride, and we're still here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a businessman. I'm just a guy who talks, and I have leadership skills. And I don't have businessman skills, though. I have leadership skills. I'm not structured. I'm not organized. I just kind of figure things out as I go. I surround myself with people that are smarter than me, and I try to continue to build. And eventually we're going to get somebody that's going to come into this thing that's going to help me from the business side, understand it better, that can run that side. But that person has not walked into the situation yet. Hayden, for 50. I'm sorry, 20. You know I had to do it. I was running a GameStop when this was being built. Happy to hear, brother. Thanks for giving everyone the lore. You've burned like 15 minutes, and we love it. Everyone wants to know, and we support. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Thank you, man. Funny story, the GameStop element was important with those tournaments. When I first started the tournaments, God, I wish I had one. I don't know if I can find one right now. In a future stream, please ask me about this, because I still have some of the flyers. They're in Pensacola, not here in Orlando, but I have some of the flyers. But basically, I would get construction paper, and I would cut out, just little. This is a coaster, okay? So I would get construction paper, and I cut it into 4 pieces, and I would get graphic art, and I put like Smash Bros art, and I would put the date and the time and the location. And I would go to GameStop because I knew some guys at GameStop, and I would say, hey, I'm going to leave you a stack of these. Can you put these in every bag that you sell? Like if people sell a game, just slip them in the bag. I went to McDonald's. I went to the mall. I just asked people to put these little flyers in bags. Now, you couldn't do that by today because there's too much corporate bullshit. And even back then, there was some corporate bullshit. But you were able to get away with some of that stuff, and I had cool friends and stuff like that. But little stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, but it was GameStop. And I still know the guy to this day. He was a district manager in the area. Not a district manager. He was a store manager, but he was the senior store manager in the area. So he kind of had like a little bit of influence over the other stores in the area. So yeah, it was good stuff. All right, let's see. God damn it, where'd it go? D-Day Cobra. Can we get some lore on how you met some of the Geeks and Gamers crew in FNT? Yeah, absolutely. So hang on. I'm waiting to see if where are you at, Hailstorm? Let's see. Hailstorm, how we looking?
Don't rush greatness.
Aye. All right. Anyway, so Hailstorm's still working on it. FNT lore. So Friday Night Tights is a funny story, and from the Geeks and Gamers crew standpoint, that's a long web of things. I mean, like for instance, somebody like Disparu sent me a message, random message on the Geeks and Gamers Twitter account when I think he had 32 subscribers. He had 32 subscribers. And he was frustrated because his videos weren't getting traction. He felt like he made good videos, but none of them. He puts all this time and effort into videos, and none of them are getting traction. And I randomly saw the message. I looked at his videos, and I'm like, this guy makes phenomenal videos. And I brought him onto the team because he made good videos. And now look at this, Peru. Mark the Cyborg's another. Randomly messaged me. I saw his videos. I'm like, this guy makes great videos. Brought him on the team. Fear the Beardo randomly messaged me. I liked what I saw. I'm like, bring him onto the team. Now he's here at Geeks and Gamers HQ. Ryan, I met him at a fan meetup, and I thought this dude is awesome. And Ryan, you guys have no idea how important Ryan is to Geeks and Gamers. As far as FNT goes, I used to do a show back in the day called The High Council. The High Council was kind of like the Friday Night Tights of the early days of this entire kind of online movement. And we were kind of called the Fandom Menace back then. And the High Council, I did that show with Ethan Van Sciver and Jeff from World Class Bullshitters. And that was kind of the standard at the time, the High Council. That was the show. That was the it show. We did it every Tuesday. And it was awesome. And, it was huge. And that's when the channels were growing and everything like that. And so that was a great experience and learned a lot, have a lot of good memories, met a lot of cool people through that. And then what happened there? So Gary, there was one night that I couldn't make it, and Gary from Nerdrotic filled in for me. And I'd never heard of Gary. I didn't know who he was. So I just tuned into the end of the High Council, and I commented in the chat. And as soon as I commented, Gary, who was on the show, he's like, "Oh, hey, Jeremy, I appreciate you, man. You're a big fan of your channel." And he said something about Tom Brady or something. And I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I didn't know who he was. So I was like, well, let me go look at this guy's channel. I saw Gary's channel. It's the first thing I said, and Gary can confirm this. First thing I said, Gary had like 40,000 subs. I had like, maybe 150. I don't remember. Gary had like 40,000 subs. I saw Gary's channel. I'm like, Gary's going to be a fucking rock star. Gary is awesome. Gary is good. He is going to be bigger than all of us. I said that about him, and look where he's at. You know what I mean? I said Gary is going to crush it. Like, I watched his live streams. I watched his videos. He's just got this thing about him, man. Like, he's just got this calm, cool, collective. He knows his stuff. He's versed in it. He's the Joe Rogan of the geek world, is what I say. He's the Joe Rogan of the geek world. And so that's how I met Gary. And then he and I eventually became friends. I had him on some shows. We met in person a couple times at like cons, became really good friends. And then he and Odin were talking about changing up his Friday night show, and Odin had the idea to bring on some Geeks and Gamers people and make it a Geeks and Gamers show. So then Gary liked it. So then Odin came to me. I'm like, yeah, I like that idea. I'll come on the first show. And so I said, yeah, I'll come on the first show, just kind of, you know, help give it a signal boost, like Gary needs my signal boost. But I just never left. I just kept coming back. So and then, you know, I got to meet a lot of awesome people. So yeah, there you go. That's the lore of that one right there. I love giving you guys backstory of everything. Kimberly becomes a member. Thank you, Kimberly. Cliff says, happy birthday. Did you receive an SSA from your, I have no idea what you're asking me. I don't know what you're asking me. What's an SSA form? Am I just tired? I'll look that up in a minute. Mugsikins, what's up? Whatever happened to Geeky Candy? I think just life. I think like she just, you know, marriage and kids and all that. I think. I mean, I briefly talked to her a couple times, like after that, but yeah, she just kind of. Is he talking about Social Security? Social Security what? SSN would be Social Security number, right? SSA? What is it? Oh, admin. Okay. I was thinking SSA. I was thinking Social Security number, SSN. So, let's see. Okay. What is your question? Jeremy, I saw you telling me to answer your question a lot. Where is your question? Is it a super chat? Let me just highlight you. What is your question? I haven't seen your question. What's your question? Oh, they're calling me old. Fuck. I am tired. It's almost 3:00. I've been up all fucking day. Oh, where did I get the Samus? Oh, the Samus. Okay. So, I'm sorry I didn't see it. But so back in Pensacola, there's a retro gaming shop, and they have those there. And for when I would do bragging rights, I would kind of always go to that store. And so they had it there, and they cut me a really good deal on it. So, but you can find them. You can find these Samus helmets anywhere. It's really cool. So, yeah, I mean, dude, I'm in this stream and 52 minutes ago. I'm tired as fuck. And I've still got to get up and do side scrollers in the morning. This is my third stream of the day. So, yeah, no, I saw there's this guy in the chat. Like, where is it? This fucking guy. I'm just going to highlight you. This fucking guy's been bitching about me, and then he says he likes me. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you, even if you hate me or not. This guy's been in the chat, like, just now he likes me, I think. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay if you hate me. I'm okay if, oh, you're old. Fuck off. I'm tired. Yes, I highlighted you. I'm not going to ignore anybody. If you're in my chat, if I can see you, I'll highlight you. I'm not going to ignore anything. I will address anything that I possibly can. So old. Super Metroid does rule, but I gotta say Metroid Dread's fucking amazing. So yes, I can see you. No, Lost Tales. I talk to you all the time. I'm great entertainment. Well, thank you. Old and gay. How did I get old and gay? Jeremy is forever 39. Highlight me bigot. Laughing emoji. Camelot. No, I'm old, not you. I didn't call you old. It's okay if you did. I wouldn't mind. Go to sleep, old man. For 15. Thank you. I haven't a clue how old Jeremy is. Guess my height, my weight, and my age right now. Look. All right. So am I tall? Let's see. Okay. They're gonna focus on me. All right, here, hang on. I'm gonna switch cameras. Okay. So I want to trip. All right. Height and weight. height and weight and age. Okay? Where's my fucking headphones at? All right. All right. Height, weight, and age. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody gets it. There's some close ones, but I haven't seen one that got it yet. There's some close ones. Close. Close. You are very close. You are very close. You are very close. Little man complex. Why is this still happening? I don't fucking know. I have no control over this show. All right, that one's close. Not bald. The bald head and the 40 is the only off. So I am 6 foot. I'm pretty much 6'1". I'm pretty much 6'1". So and I'm right at 200. The age and the bald head. I'm not bald. Like, my hair is a mess right now, but I'm not bald. And I did shave it. I just shaved my head like a week ago, and it's already growing back. So, I'm 6. I'm 6'1". Probably like I'm 6'1", 195, 200, and I'm 44. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the hat comes off. I have hair. I have like my hair. I just shaved my head, and my hair was longer than it had ever been. My hair was longer than it had ever been. You can ask my nerdy home. All right. Where are we at, Hailstorm?
It's done.
Where the fuck is it?
In your Twitter DMs?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cuss at you. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Watch your mouth.
Is it in my Twitter DMs? I don't.
It's in the CobraCast one. I think I sent it in that one.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, the fuck you didn't.
I'm looking at it.
You sent the Trump one in there.
It's right under the Trump one.
It's not showing for me.
Hit
No
the
bullshit.
refresh button. I'm playing it right now. You're looking in the CobraCast messages, right?
Okay, we got
Right.
it. Okay,
There
we
you
got the
go.
beard of shame, everyone. We got the
Should
beard of
redo it.
shame.
Give it to you.
All right, are we ready? Tonight's beard of shame, our 3-hour CobraCast. No, it's not 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Nah, Jeremy, you're old. I'm 32 in a couple of days. Just in this torture. You're 5'9", 192, 42. No. I'm 6, probably. Am I 6'1"? I'm really close to 6'1". Eric K. How
Jeremy,
tall am I?
You're about 6'1". I would say 195, maybe 190, something like that.
Nah, I've been eating a lot of Culver's. I'm closer to 200 now.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, I'm 40. So 6'1", let's say 195. 195, and I'm 44. There we go. All right. You guys ready for the beard of shame? You guys ready for the beard of shame? Yeah, I am 6'1". Okay. I know I'm like 6 or 6'1". So, all right. Beard of shame time. The moment that we've all been waiting for. The most anticipated moment in the history of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. That is this one right here. So we're going to go full screen. Okay. And here we go.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
All right, that was good, Hailstorm. That was good. Not
Beautiful.
bad. Not bad at all. All right, and Hayden dropped the dropped the 10 somewhere. There it is. Just playing, brother. Much love. Nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, man, we just if we're not talking shit, like I hate Jay Hailstorm. I fucking hate him. You know what I mean? He's the worst. The Central Boy sent me a happy birthday. My DMs. Let's see what you. Oh, okay. That's pretty fucking cool. That's fucking cool, bro. I gotta show this. Wow, look at that. Okay, here we go. We gotta show this. Check this out. Boom. Look at that. Okay, that is awesome. Hell yeah. Geeks and Gamers undisputed world champion Jeremy Griggs. You got the RK Outpost, the 221B Tactical, the Sports Wars, Drunk 3PO, Park Hoppin', Weaves and Waifus. We've got the tabletop. We got Poor Choices. We got the American flags. That is awesome, man. Look at that. Okay. That's cool. I dig it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Yep, I love this show. I love our little corner of the internet. Again, if you guys do want to join our Discord, the mods will drop links over in the chat right now. If you want to join our Discord, we can get you squared away. I know there's some issue with I don't run our Discord. Siobhan runs it. She does a great job. I guess that look at that. Bruce, so over in Locals, I got to show you guys this. I was about to promote Locals, but Bruce actually just posted this in Locals. This is a picture he took of me at the meetup. Look at that. So that's Siobhan right there, actually. There's X-Ray Girl. Is that Krista or is that Blabs? I think that's Blabs right there. Ryan's right back here. So, yeah, that's awesome right there. So that was at the meetup. When I was on stage talking to everybody. So that is over in our locals, in my D-Day Cobra locals. So if you guys, we're going to try to start doing some stuff over there on the D-Day Cobra locals. So if you guys want to consider going over there, again, you can follow for free. But I think at least you'll get some information over there. Obviously, I'm sure most of you know how Locals works, but Locals and Discord, that's what we're gonna focus in on. So, all right, tomorrow's side scrollers. I will tweet it out. I'll put it in the snake pit, and I'll probably put it over on Locals. Other than that, Jay Hailstorm, you got anything?
This Saturday, I'm doing a 24-hour stream.
Jesus.
And I'm hosting a Fortnite tournament for the new season. I've got signups in my Discord.
There you go, psychopath. Divine Rida says, happy birthday. Hope it was great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do. What do you got going on, Jed?
I got nothing. Just my normal videos and content. I need more sleep, though. That's what I need.
All right. I heard that. Eric K?
Let's see. We got to get you that belt made up for the meetups. That'd be awesome.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And don't forget, we are going to be at Orlando MegaCon, a panel for Geeks and Gamers on Saturday. So if you want to meet me and the crew, we are going to be at MegaCon Orlando. We will have a Geeks and Gamers panel, and it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Jonathan for $19.99 streaming like a madman today. Happy birthday, my guy. Wishing you the best as always. Keep killing it. YouTube recommended the old G.I. Joe animated series, and I've been embracing the childhood nostalgia. What a based show. It is an amazing show. It really is. So thank you, man. And yeah, I've had a fun day. I appreciate it. Wear that belt and only that belt, Jeremy. Camelot's doing his best to make me not want to come on a stream Saturday. Now I'm just kidding. Shout out Camelot.
So Thursday I have Comics Division at night. And then Saturday is Clobbering Times. He does a Star Trek show that's pretty damn good. He goes over like 4 episodes at a time, and all the chat votes on the episodes and tells what they think about it. And then Sunday, Forbidden Frontier with Gary, and Friday Night Tights, and I'm always doing something. So
hell yeah. Yep. Well, I appreciate you, man. All right, guys, remember Side Scrollers tomorrow at 11 Central, 12 Eastern tomorrow over on the Side Scrollers channel. I'll be joining them. I'm looking forward to it. And then I'll be on with Legal Mindset tomorrow night. I think it's like 7 o'clock Eastern, I think. So, yeah, a great day. So thank you all for the support. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. You're the best. The Snake Pit rising up as always. I'll see you guys over in Locals. I'll see you guys in Discord. And I think I'm going to leave you guys with, what am I going to leave you with tonight? I think I'm going to, there's only one way to leave you guys. There's only one way to do it. You know what it is. You know what we're going to do. So I might as well go ahead and shut out Flashcast before I do it, because there's only one thing to end this show on. And I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to drag this out so I can find it. So where's it at? I'm looking. Stall. Jay Hellstorm, say something.
I don't know.
That wasn't good. That wasn't.
Why don't you just let me find it? Because I would have already found it.
I got it. Good night, everybody.
The paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching